Hi, Sandy Wandy. I'm trying to move over just a little bit so that you all cannot have to, you can see the fountain. I gotta get a little buggy. Don't when it. So I'm prepared tonight. I got the hat on because I was freezing last night. Time for sweater weather. I'm all prepared. And I do have hair underneath this little hair God gave me. And I figured out the mic. It was the connection thing we had going on. So, hi, Janice. I've got my soup because I haven't finished my dinner yet because it's just been one of them days. But this should help with the wind and trying to make it so I look like I got some hair. I just have been born with thin hair, guys, and it's just no way. But I figured out the mic, so hopefully the sound is good. Can people let me know? Put one in the chat if they can hear me. Here's the thing. Hi, Jeanette. Here's the thing. I wanted to test this out. When we are like this, when we're doing the rockin' chat, and whether the fountain's behind us or the green screen's behind us, whatever it is, right? That's better. Okay. Then good. You hear me. Okay. We're going to make these times connect row times. If in the thumbnail you see me sitting in the rocking chair with the sunglasses on, those little sunflower sunglasses on, and you see that in the thumbnail, that means that you all have the ability to drop your link with a code so that you all can crochet that connection. There will be times where I will turn it off. So if you don't see on the side of the thumbnail, you'll see the little person that says crochet connection. I got myself in a rocking chair with the sunglasses on. When you see that on the thumbnail, you will know that these are times when we're going to open it up for people to crochet those connections. I just really ask two things. Please connect the proper way. If you do not, you're going to be hurting or not helping us, not helping yourself, and not helping the person that you're hitting the subscribe button for or the connection button for. So please make sure you're connecting the correct way. If you cannot connect the correct way, or the right way, then make a playlist for yourself that may say blessed and go over to their channel once their link is put in. Okay. And then you can go back and watch, okay, their stuff, their stuff in the chat later on, in your playlist. If you can put Blessed to Crochet sent you, that's awesome. I would appreciate that. We will turn it off like today. Hopefully you all got a lot of help or a lot of really good knowledge from the Canva I did today. So like in the Canva time, I would turn it off, or if I'm having somebody on, I would turn, the ability to do that. So it's not always going to be on. But again, in the thumbnail, you'll see the little kind of logo of me sitting with the sunflower glasses on in the rocking chair. You will know that these are times when we're going to open it up. So if you hit hashtag blessed, it should, hopefully, willing, drop everybody's link. I just ask that when you come into the chat, please don't just say hello, drop hashtag blessed, and leave. Make those connections. Say hello, make conversation, communicate, all of those things, okay? Make those before you're just automatically just dropping your link, because it's not necessarily the magic. And by the way, we're 2 away from 1900. Anybody wants help with that, I'd appreciate it. But it's not magic that you're going to drop your link and automatically, right? It's people you're going to pick up, 10 or 15 subscribers. It doesn't work that way. it is all about crocheting those connections and making sure that you're crocheting those connections and leaving your footprint at somebody's doorstep. Your knock at the doors when you hit the connection button or the subscribe button, you leaving a comment on a video of 3 minutes or longer. Don't spam them. Don't make the same comment. Related in the video. Watch several shorts. Either way, that firms your connection and that makes sure that you are absolutely connected with them. And they know you've been there because I can tell you if people do subscribe to us, sometimes I miss it because there's so many notifications on YouTube. So by doing that, when I go back into the comments, which I'm behind on, when I go back into the comments, there are some times where I go, okay, I don't know this person. They're new. I need to go connect with them. So again, just take that time and do that, and you will find out wonderful things. So, and again, hashtag blessed is the code. Just please come in, have some chit chat for a few minutes, and interact. The best thing you can do for us is engage. That will help push this further. That helps us. That has kind of been my concern and my mom's concern about doing this is kind of like, okay, we're going to put this in and everybody's going to just come in and say hello and then they're going to leave. I'm hoping that's not the case. We're going to have some people that are going to do that, but I really hope by doing this, opening this up for when we're in the rocking chair, we're at that point, we are crocheting connection. So I really wanted to make sure that that was happening. I'm still eating my soup. By the way, this was delicious. I knew I wasn't going to be done in time to come out here, and I wanted to try this. And I thought, I won't bring my soup with me. I got this down in the Amish farm, or Amish, down in the Amish country. I got it from my mom. I said, can I borrow your soup bowl? Comes with the lid. Chicken and dumpling soup. Mm. Shatikwa. Hashtag blessed. But again, just come in. Let's crochet the connection. And hopefully, when people see me sitting in the rocking chair with the sunglasses on, they'll know the command is available to use. Just I just hope when we're not doing this, people will still come in and, when we're having topics or guests or something like that, they will still come in and support Blessed to Crochet. And then when I get done with this, I got to go see Alfonso. Then I'm going to take my soup out. I wore pants instead of shorts. I wore a long sleeve shirt as I was freezing. The wind isn't as bad as yesterday. The wind was really whipping yesterday. That's what got me cold. My husband watched the live today with the Canva and he said, "You made me want to try Canva." And he said, "Canva scares me." I said, "Well, what's the point of it?" Hmm. Yummy. I'm ready for fall. I'm all ready for soup weather and fall. Hmm. I just thought I'm not going to have enough time to finish. And I'm hungry. And Alfonso, you doing your live tonight? We're going to crochet. I'm finishing my dinner. Okay. I can't stay long because this girl is tuckered. I am tuckered. I don't know what this is. Add a Q&A sticker. TV intro you need skipped. I don't know what that is. I'll have to try that. So we've added a command, #blessed, when we're doing live streams like this. When we're doing rocking and crocheting and chatting. I'll get to crochet in a minute, but I had to eat. I was just hungry. I was hungry. My ears are cold. I was trying to let people see I have hair, but I gotta warm up the ears for a minute. Mm. When I did this hat, I needed to make them. See, I do hats okay, but I seem to make them big. I don't know what I do. I crochet big on hats. So that blanket's supposed to take a 5.5 hook, and I've had to go down a whole hook size. Sorry for eating, but I knew if I didn't eat, it would be probably 11 o'clock before I got to eat. I was hungry. This soup is so easy to make. So easy, and it's so good, and it's so comforting. You just take chicken breast, you put them in a crock pot, let the chicken cook within the chicken broth, because what we do is we take some out for Mocha. So I take her stuff out of the crock pot, or let the chicken cook for probably about 3 or 4 hours. And then I add a cream of chicken. I add a can of carrots and green beans, and I added some peas into ours, but Josh doesn't like peas. And then I added, what did I add? I added some beef bacon, which actually is very good. And my mom makes beef broth, so I added a little bit of beef broth to it. And a can of biscuits, and it's delicious. It is so good. It's really good. So how's everybody's day today? I'm trying not to talk with a mouthful of food. Okay. I'm amazed because I don't know if you can see that tree right there. It seems like overnight it's shrunk. Overnight it shrunk. So tomorrow I won't be live unless I feel like coming out here. Who knows? But most likely I won't. I have some connection cakes to get going. I've got to do one for Chip, one for Snapback, and one for someone else. And I cannot do this and do the connection cakes. It doesn't work. I'm almost done with my soup. Yum, yum, yum. So what is everybody doing for Labor Day? We will probably be home. I don't know what we'll eat yet. I cannot believe that the last day of August is tomorrow. I'm just sitting there going, so quick, where did the month of August go? Here, go by. It literally flew by. I said it was going to be bad with snow this year. We'll see. See the problem with the hats I make? I'm not the greatest at them, guys. I'll be the first to admit it. Yum, yum, yum. My tummy's happy now. Tummy's happy. Oh, there's a great container. Thank you for indulging me, allowing me to have my dinner with you all. There just wasn't time between the time get live off of Tommy's and then Tuber Chat was on, so I wanted to say hi to him. And I've just been all over the YouTube streets today. That's better. But I was on the sources, and Alexa was on there. She's awesome, awesome channel. And she was on there, and she's like, "You better bring a jacket next time." And I'm like, "Yeah, I'm gonna bring a jacket because I was freezing last night." Absolutely freezing. I figured out hopefully it's here. Otherwise, I'm gonna be in trouble. Pacific, the 4.0. Hi, Rudy. I will count, but I'm not counting all the way to 100. I don't have it in me tonight. I don't. That's the truth. I don't. But 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26. I'm thinking, hold on a second, guys. 27, because my daughter is turning that. I'm starting to feel old. She is turning that age this year. This month is her birthday. I get what the question and answer is. Finishing up my soup, my dinner. I love blankets, but as they get bigger, they get more cumbersome. Oh, they get more cumbersome. Time goes on. I'd kind of redo this one because I wasn't sure. And Rudy, I was telling everybody that was coming in, I've made it so people can put their link in. Hopefully it works. I just ask people that they come in the chat, they have some conversation, they make those connections. When they go over to somebody's channel, they make the connections the correct way. And when you see the thumbnail, when we're usually doing the rockin', crocheting, and chatting is when we'll have it available. Like when I was talking about Canva today, I probably wouldn't have had it on. And I made a little logo with me sitting on a rocking chair with glasses on, with the sunflower glasses on. So when you see that, you'll know I've got Nightbot activated to allow you to do that. So it's #blessed. To my moderators, I have made it so that if there's something you see in the chat that goes an explanation point, that is only for us as owners of the channel or those as moderators to be able to drop, except for #are you locked in, which is still just a availability for the moderators to drop that one. So I have made it so that these times when we are doing this, we are a connect and grow time. So hopefully that will be something that you all will like and appreciate. That's why, and I'm not going to put it I'm not going to put it in like as a command for Nightbot to drop, like a little phrase to drop. I'm not going to do that. So I will always pin the comment. So if you see it pinned in the comment, it means it's on and it's available, and you guys can do that. Because you guys are not bringing a crochet hook, but you're crocheting the connections. Trying to make sure I don't cover up my mic. Hopefully I'm not making a lot of rattle, but I figured out the problem. So last night it would not stay on, but I figured out why. It was because of the connective thing. Josh gave me something, but it didn't work. So he got me something else new, and it works. It works, works, it works. Been a long day. Sandy, can you do me a favor and just test it out? Can you put #blessed in the chat and make sure that I got it set up right? I tested it last night on Blessings Through Connection and it worked. But and the only other hashtag command we have is the one that's #are you locked in. The rest of them are explanation points in front, and those are only for us as owner of the channel and moderators. I had my soup and I'm wearing long sleeve and I've got a hat on because last night I was so cold. It's not summer weather anymore. You're melting. Figured out what happened with the mic. Got that up and working. There's two like buttons or two green lights that were not on the plug-in thing I have to plug into my phone. So there was something with the adapter that goes into my phone between the connector. So at least I got the mic and it's staying on. It's not blinking at me. But if you can put hashtag in blessed and just make sure that we're working, I'd appreciate it, please. I'm working on the last word of this blanket. We can watch the fountain actually go turn on the light tonight. By the time I was ready to do it, I don't know if the sunset wasn't as spectacular as it was last night. That's for sure. Hi, Uncle. I hope I may not. I may say this wrong. Right, wrong. I don't know if I can pronounce the middle name. I have to practice that one. I purposely am and productively, effectively faith. Skuga? Did I say that right? I have dyslexia, so it takes me a little bit sometimes when it comes to names. Now, as everybody's coming on in, I wanted to explain. We, in the past, have not turned on the ability for you all to do a code in order to drop your links because we really wanted to foster the connections, but we wanted to do and foster them the correct way. So, oh, awesome. So we just ask, we are only going to do these type of lives when we turn on that command. We're sitting in the rocking chair. You can see in our thumbnail that we have a little kind of logo. So when you see that logo on the thumbnail, you'll know that it's on. We just ask that on other times when it's not, you're still engaged in this channel. Um, and so you can type hashtag blessed. We just ask that you engage and connect within the chat. And if you go over and visit somebody's chat or channel, make those connections the correct and proper way. Watch about 3 minutes of a video, couple shorts. It worked. Thank you. Couple shorts. If you can't watch them at that time, create yourself a private playlist. Maybe title it Blessed so you can go back at another time and watch their their stuff and connect the right way with them. And then this way, you make those connections stick correctly. Watch at least 3 minutes of a video, hit the subscribe button, or as we say, hit the connection button. I just enjoying stuff. Oh, awesome. And this way you guys can connect. So when you see me in the rocking chair with the sunflower glasses on and the logo in the chat, you will know that Nightbot's on to do that. I just want to be very careful how we do it. And remember, if you just hit that subscribe button, I know for myself, I get a lot of notifications on YouTube, but if somebody subscribes, I don't always see. Ohio, we're Eastern time. I don't always see that. Where are you located, Uncle? Scoogie. Hopefully I said that right. I don't always see that person's channel. So it's kind of like if you went to their front door before Ring doorbells, right? And you left, you knocked on the door, nobody was home. Nobody would know you were there. And I don't think you would be sitting there saying, okay, I'm going to leave a note. I was here. Bye. You would maybe leave a note and say, I stopped by, you weren't home, I'll talk to you later, have a great day, so and so. That's what you're doing when you're going to someone's other's channel and watching some content and interacting and leaving a comment. They may or may not subscribe, but you are making those connections stick. And that's what we want to make sure that we're going to foster when we do this. So I just want to make sure that I want to offer that. That was something everybody talked about. And not everybody brings their crochet hook and crochets with us, but you guys are crocheting connection, and that's what it's all about. I'm going to craft tonight. Also, I'm blessed. Not sure what yet. I'm making a blanket. When I turn it around, I'll let you see. This is a lady in our church that actually has multiple sclerosis. And it is we don't have a pastor, so we have kind of like visiting pastors right now. And so we are just trying to do this for her, just to say, thank you. We're here. Hold on a second. Mom, there's another dog coming. I know, I just wanted her to be warm. I didn't mean for you to change course. Oh, no, I changed to the other one. Well, our dog had similar, and she was abused. So she doesn't know how to make those interactions. She's gone now. She went back in the house. Sorry, guys. I had to kind of let Mama know. She's a beautiful dog. So anyway, so we just asked that we're going to turn it on. You guys make them connections. Really stick and do it the right way. Oh, well, that's awesome. I don't know where we are. Let's check. I'll be back in just a second, I promise. We're one away. One away for 1900. So if you haven't hit the subscribe button, please do. I'd appreciate it. We're one away for 1900. We're building an audience. Guys, it's been a long day. We're building a community, not an audience. My mom taught me how to knit. I don't remember how to do it. Yeah, my mom tried to teach me how to knit, and I didn't like that too much. And I didn't think I was going to be good at crochet, but I got that, and I just kind of like, okay. I just picked it up, and I worm with it. These are my favorite things too. These are blankets. I love doing blankets. Love it. And so this is what is considered the bobble stitch. So it's going to say God is good all the time, because that's one of her favorite sayings. Sublimation, yeah. So it says time on the bottom. So I do a lot of these, like ones that have, shapes and characters and so forth. And then the hearts on the side. Her favorite color is red. You can see, like the hearts and so forth. So, yeah. Yes, he is. Hi, Stephanie. I'm having to cover up the ears. I've got hair. It's just very fine. Yes, beautiful scenery. People seem to like it in this area. Unfortunately, I will not be able to stay here for the whole winter. Be too cold, but I will do green screen in the background when I have to do it in the house. Now, I'm going to say this a lot tonight just because people are coming in. We turned on the ability to drop your link. It's hashtag blessed. We just ask that you all use it and use it correctly in the sense of make sure you're making those connections and they're sticking. And so we want you all to crochet the connections while we're doing this. So when we're doing the rocking, crocheting, and chatting, most of the time they will be on, okay? They will be on, we will turn on the ability for you guys to do it. It's hashtag, hi, whatever floats your boat. How you doing? Hashtag blessed. When we're sitting and doing those, when it says rocking, crocheting, and chatting, connecting, 99% of the time we will have the ability. It's hashtag thank you, hashtag blessed. We'll turn it on. So we just ask that you come in, make some conversation. Don't just drop it automatically. When we don't have it on, we hope you'll support us still too, because we have great content. But you'll see on the thumbnail, I don't want you all to pay attention to the thumbnail. There is an icon or a little logo with me sitting on a rocking chair with some sunflower glasses on. It says Crochet Connection. So when you see that on the thumbnail, you will know that that feature is on. If it's not, then you'll know that we don't have it available. And I will always pin the comment if it's on to the top. I won't put it in the chat. That way, if I decide I have to turn it off, like today when we were talking, if y'all missed the Canva explanation, a lot of people, even my husband was like, I want to go try Canva now. You made it really easy to understand and it didn't seem so overwhelming and so hard to kind of understand. So go watch that. It's worth it. Tommy's going to try to help us to understand Streamlabs and my problem about being able to put people's chat on their comment on the screen, and maybe he'll go over OBS with us and stuff like that. So it's going to be a great connection. But if you haven't watched that, but in that kind of setting, I would turn off the ability for people to drop their links and connect because I want people focusing on what we're showing, and I would have dropped that. And I was not on. He was opening his StreamYard to allow us to do that. So out of respect for him, I would have turned it off. So I will put that logo if it's on. That way, you guys know. We're going to be connecting. See, the fountain's turned on, the lights turned on. So anyway. So I debated for a while, but I think it's going to be really helpful and it's going to be nice because you guys are. When we do these, we're really kind of connecting. Hi, Jeffrey. How are you? Let's just see. Hold on a second. We're still one away. If you can share us out, we'd appreciate it. We're still one away. We'll get there. We'll get there. You guys are awesome. So, Jeffrey, it's hashtag blessed. I added it. Thank you to Ryan Parker Studio that helped us with the code. I appreciate it tremendously because I could never figure it out. He gave us the code. We ask that you just use it correctly. You all know how to connect and you know how to do it right. I can tell you honestly that even when I had the ability to drop my link in big channels because I was a moderator, what really made the connections happen was connecting with everybody. That's what made it stick. That's what grew our channel was that. So I can tell you honestly from bottom of my heart The best way to grow your channel is foster those connections 100%. Best thing you can do. Come in here, connect with people, find out what they're doing for Labor Day, find out what they did for the weekend, find out what they're going to do for the weekend. Find out, what their favorite hobbies are. Ask them what they do on their channel, make conversation. It's the best thing that you can do to help grow your channel and get networking. Because quite frankly, and I learned this from Chip and I never thought of it. Um, you're taking notes, hopefully on the Canva. I was so nervous about doing the Canva. I was like, I am so nervous. I didn't think I knew stuff, but I was like, I didn't know if I was good enough to teach it. And it made me feel really good when people were like, oh, yeah. And then when my husband said, I want to go in and fool around with Canva now because you made it so simple. So hopefully it is. But so that's the best thing you can do, network. Get in places like Are You Locked In? Get in places like, Foodie's Channel and Tuber Chat, all those other places. Well, thank you for stopping in, Uncle Scoogie, and I hope you come back and see us again. Like I said, once it gets too cold to sit out here, then we'll be doing a green screen. Because I don't want to stop these. These are fun. You get to kind of relax. Of course, I can't see anything. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's no flashlight out here, so I need to have Josh get me a light. Yeah, it was really good. I mean, like, Tommy did a thumbnail and it was good, but we took his thumbnail to the next level. If you look at the thumbnail he did for the original one, it was good, but it had the impression, and I told him that, looks like I'm bringing my um, crochet hook and I'm crocheting with you. It doesn't look like I'm showing off Canva. And so let's hype this up a notch. And he's going to change out the thumbnail. But again, hashtag blessed. Just you guys can crochet. I'm by giving you hashtag blessed, I'm giving you your own crochet hook. I truly am. You guys have got your own crochet hook. It wasn't much of a sunset tonight, but man, there was a sunset last night. I'm going to turn that. I took a portion of the live. I'm going to make that into a short because it was beautiful sunset last night. Not so spectacular tonight. But the sunset last night, boy, was that ranking. Hi, the source. Yep. This was the source's idea. And to credit me, I did not have a phone that could do this before because my phone would die way too soon. And I didn't have one that was gonna, I mean, I used to come out here with my other phone and the other service and people would have trouble hearing me. So to the credit of, we're now able to do this because we changed services. Of course, I can't seem to get to church without dying. Okay, we've put in hashtag blessed, then people can drop their links and we can make the connections the correct way. Do you not see this tangle mess of yarn? It's because I made a mistake when I was setting up the next word and I had to undo it. I'm trying to get this blanket done because I got to start working on the other blanket. Y'all aren't connected with the source. It's another great place to get connected with. Yeah, it's a mess, yes. So now I made a mistake. I had to go back and I had to frog. If anybody knows what crochet is, you frog. I'm glad the links are working. So I'm going to turn those on and off. Again, if you see the logo, if you see the thumbnail, and it has me sitting with the sunglasses in and the rocking chair, it means that we're opening it up for you guys to make those connections. And if it said, it'll say in the title too, Connect and Grow time, because I want to do it in very specific times. It's kind of similar. I thought about it to Mocha. We'll do it sometime in our neighborhood, or if we're especially going to a dog park, that we want to take her to. We don't take her to a dog park, but to a park, and we want to go walking around with her. We will put on her because she's an emotion. Oh, thank you, the source. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Thank you so much for the gifts or the jewels. Thank you very, very much. I appreciate that. Thank you for all you do and all the connections and the space you've opened up. And please wish Debbie a happy birthday too as well. But, you know, we will put on her emotional support vest because we want people to know, oh, thank you. I appreciate that. Mama, it goes right to Mama. So thank you so much for the gifts. Those things are so cool. I appreciate it. I appreciate you. Source, thank you so much. You're the bomb. I appreciate it. You're rocking with them gems tonight. We're all here to do, help each other. Help each other. He's pulling out all the emojis. I gotta update some emojis too. I thought about that. But anyway, um, if we're gonna go out with her in public, we're gonna go like to a place like a park. I'm gonna put her vest on because I want people to know they can come pet her, but they need to do it in a controlled environment. I need to know, I need to do it. I don't want kids running up to her. I don't want other dogs, coming up to her. I want to handle it in a controlled environment. And I know where she's at. So by putting on her vest that says emotional support dog, please don't pet, it lets others know she's a working dog. She's not a service dog, and I wouldn't put a vest on her if she was, but it's kind of like putting that little logo in the thumbnail for you guys to know, okay, she's got it on. You guys, oh, Source, thank you so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So it's kind of like why I came up with the logo to stick on all the thumbnails if we have the feature on, because then you guys know, you know what? She's having a growing chat time. I can come in and make all those wonderful connections. You too. You keep up the great job. We're doing this together. It's all about community. That's for sure. 110%. All about building those communities. For that. I'm covering up the beautiful fountain. But it didn't, the sunset was not spectacular. It was spectacular last night. See where we're at. We keep going back. We'll get there. Oh my goodness. Too funny. We'll get there. One step at a time, right? One step at a time. I'm going to be interested in the drive to church tomorrow because I want to see if there's any leaves a turning. Of course, if I'm frustrated because frustrated to see. I'll turn on the hotspot and see if it lasts, but I didn't have a chance to talk to the Spectrum people. Josh wants to do something called I don't know what it's called. He said something, and it's something they put into like mobile homes, not mobile homes, RVs, like Weeboo or whatever that thing is, and it's supposed to help with reception, with kind of, and they have it for cars too, to boost cellular service. So, but it costs money, and I may call my Spectrum and say, what can I add to my phone to make me not want to disappear from you all, or that's becoming exceedingly annoying. I got further with Cricket out to church. So I'm trying, at least out here, and I had wonderful service on top of Mount G's. And I've got to put up 2 more Bible verses tonight because I do not want to get behind like I did. I wanted to say, I was not apologizing for putting up Bible verses. I keep blocking the fountain. But I was just apologizing for being delayed on them because they were so behind. So I apologize for being so delayed in the Bible verses. I don't ever apologize for putting up a Bible verse, but I apologize tremendously for that. And the more when we do these, the more engagement that happens, the better that YouTube are going to put it out there. Trying to undo my mess. Hi PSV, how are you? Yes, it is very peaceful. I'm just crocheting in the dark, but I can see. We added something in our, specifically when we're doing our rocking, crocheting, and chatting, for you all to drop your links so you all can crochet that connection. We just ask you come in, make some conversation. If you haven't hit that subscribe button, we're 1 away from 1900. Of course, by tomorrow, if we get to 1900 tonight, I'll say, but we're trying. And anyway, we're giving people the ability to do it. We just ask you make the connections correctly and put hashtag blessed, and hit the hearts on the side. Those are all engagement. Engage in the chat. All that will help to push us out further. So and then at 9:30, Alfonso's coming on, so I will stay out here a little bit longer and let y'all see the fountain behind me. Then tomorrow, I don't think I'm going to come on because I need a break. I'm going to, it's been a busy day. If you missed out on the Canva live I did with Tommy, that I show people how to use Canva. Yeah, it's dark out, but the light in the back in the fountain is growing. It is growing. And I have a little bit of light to see what I'm doing. Yep. And I just can't believe it's like going to be September on Monday. I'm like, where did the time go? It just went whoosh. It was gone. I hate when I have to frog stuff out. I had to do that earlier, then it messes up, but it is what it is. I'm so glad I brought my hat out. Oh my goodness. Yesterday it was just so cold. I was freezing. So Allison, what are you doing for Labor Day? we're probably just going to be home. Don't have anything planned. I forgot Monday was Labor Day. Yeah, neither do I. We will just probably, I'm going to stay. Got 3 connection cakes that are cupcakes. I've got to get done for people because I've got packages I want to get mailed out this month. So I'm going to be working on those, and I can't work on those when I'm trying to do this. They're too, I don't do in the round very well, and I really have to pay attention when I crochet those. I want to go to the city and see, but some things came up. Called me home. Yep. I don't like, it was crazy because I grew up in Florida. This girl grew up in Florida, and I was raised in Florida, and I grew up in a city. I mean, you could get to Margate to Coral Springs pretty easy, or Coconut Creek. I mean, it was just like, it was a city. And I never thought I'd be like happy in like a country environment. I love the country. I don't like, I don't want to be a city. I'd be happy if we had a piece of land and we had like a house. I just have, give me a front porch and we're good. And so it's not, I love the little town we're in. So our city, it's not that big. Our downtown part, tiny. I love going through all the little towns. I love going, I mean, the busiest we get is to go down to the Amish country. Ay, ay, ay. It's like the biggest time is when we're down at the Amish country, which we have to go down when we're going to get the boxes for the Samaritans purse. I think I'm going to have to get those, make some fingerless gloves. Actually, the little light on the camera, not the camera, I can't think what it's called now. The oh goodness. My microphone is helping to light up the way a little bit. I'm gonna have to. Oh. So I don't know. Maybe on Labor Day I'll do a live. I'll come out here. I don't usually go live on Monday, but I think maybe I will do that on Monday. And I do still want to get topics talked about. So we'll see. And we'll see when I'm by myself and I'm talking about topics. We may very well keep it up. Keep it on. And it'll just be kind of like, when the guests come on and so forth, or I'm doing something like I was doing for the Canva, I wouldn't want the hashtag in there to go because it gets too confusing. I have to get out this knot. And I'm not putting it back in the cart in this. I have a cart. I come out here with all this stuff. Because otherwise, I can't carry it. There's no way. And I have to go inside and pick out what I'm going to wear for church tomorrow. Okay. Thank you for stopping in. I appreciate it. I think too, because I was live earlier, YouTube says, guess what? We're not going to push you out. Plus Tuber Chat's on, so. And maybe even Are You Locked In is on. I just came out here because I'm like, I want to try and see if it works and see if I set up everything right. Hi, Real Outdoor Living. How you doing? Keep moving so you guys can't see the lighted fountain. I set it up, and we're gonna see how it works. And I've got a hat on, and I'm wearing a long sleeve shirt and pants, and I'm still cold. Hi, Susan from Australia. How you doing? Welcome on in. We have put. I want to explain this to everybody new that's coming in. So I'm gonna sound like a broken record tonight if you're watching this on the replay. But we have enabled people to drop their link. If you see me in that little, I made a little logo. It says Crochet Connection, and I will put that on all the thumbnails when we have the hashtag blessed. You'll be back. Awesome. Hit the subscribe button. Anybody that hasn't, we're one away from 1900. One away. So when that little logo is there with me sitting in the rocking chair with the sunflower sunglasses logo, you will know that we are doing that feature is on. It won't always be on. So if you don't see it on the logo, doesn't mean you don't need to stop on in. Still need to stop on in and engage. And my mods are good. If the feature's not on and you guys are active in the chat, they'll still drop your link eventually. They just want to see you're engaged. So, but when we're doing these rocking and crocheting and chatting things, we're always going to have that feature on, because I figured out that by turning that on, I fought with it a little bit. By turning that on, I gave you all the ability to, I gave you a crochet hook to use to crochet that connection. So that was me giving you a crochet hook and getting you to make those connections. Having to untangle stuff. Just, I'm going back. Hold on a second. I'll be back. We did it! We did it, we did it, we did it. Hi, Jody, we did it. Now, if anybody wants to press the subscribe button or the connection button, if you will please do so, just so we stick at 1900. Guys, we did it. Oh my goodness. And Jody, I turned on the ability when we're doing these rocking and crocheting and chatting. We're going to give the people the ability to drop their links. So it's hashtag blessed. But we just ask that you come in, make some conversation, connect with people, connect the correct way. I don't know, well, Real Outdoors, I can hope it's going to stick. So if anybody hasn't subscribed yet, hit that subscribe button, because we'd like a cushion on the 1900. Because I literally, rate incoming. Oh, awesome. Thank you, Tuber Chat. We got to 1900 tonight. We've been working on that one for a while. And I was serious, Kevin, when I said we would not be where we are without the Tuber Chat family. I got to move so you guys can see this fountain. I am so sorry. I keep forgetting that and I keep moving. We would not be where we were without the Tuber Chat family, without the Tuber Chat family, without the Are You Locked In community, without Foodies community. All about the connection, guys. It is all about the connection. And we really debated on turning on the feature for you guys to drop your link, but we figured out that's our way of giving you a crochet hook in order to do that. And we know you guys are going to do it right. Make those connections the correct way and the proper way. But again, when we're doing rocking, crocheting, and chatting, it will always be on. And if you see, I made a little logo for it. When they're on the thumbnails, you'll know that they're there. Okay? You'll know that they're there. But if it's not there, then we have the feature turned off because we're either talking about something that we want to focus on, or we have a guest on, or we are doing something that which just doesn't work for it to be in the chat. But hashtag blessed, and I'm not going to put it in like Nightbot dropping it, because I want to, this way if I need to remove it and take it out for that stream, then I can do it without having to mess with anything else. Jeez, somebody banging something. There's fireworks going off. Somebody's doing something. Hi, Jeremy. How are you? I'm trying not to cover up the fountain, I swear. Because the fountain's the prettiest part. I'm trying to get knots out of crochet yarn. Because I had to do this earlier. And I made a mistake earlier. The fountain's pretty. At least you guys can hear the fountain. Hopefully. There was my grandmother used to tell me that people in Scotland could take their knitting and their crochet in the movie theaters in the dark and do it. I'm like, I have no idea how they could do it. Okay, no problem. I'm like, I have no idea how they can make that happen. Because guess what? It wasn't going to happen. I could not do that. And they said they made beautiful, beautiful sweaters or whatever they were crocheting. Not this girl. I can see because I've got light around me a little bit. But see, when I would do this and we would do it in my back porch, I'd have light. I could put in my thing and put the light on. I don't have it out here, so I'm going to figure something out. Of course, in a couple of weeks, it's going to be too cold to be out here. Fall is on its way. Okay, now we got to see what's going to happen. I think I can pull this through. I got to pay attention because nope, I would be my luck. Not my luck. There's the littlest knot, and if I pull it, I'm going to come on, come on. My mother likes to. I'm not. I get frustrated with yarn. Mocha hasn't done it for a while. Of course, I'm very careful that I don't do it. But one time, she got a hold of one of my skeins of yarn. Oh my lord! I have a short of the mess she created. 3 hours to untangle that mess. 3 hours. Oh, pipsqueak. I made a beautiful shawl with it, or a poncho. She got a hold of that. I don't know how she got a hold of it. She got a hold of it. Yeah, they said it was going to be a cold winter. If I pull this, it's going to make a knot in the yarn. Okay. You got it. I'm ready for it. I'm not a summer girl. And you know, another reason I do not like the summer is because that's when the storms come. And we do not, the place where we live does not have a basement. So you want to tell me about, did I make it worse? Watch Marianne do knots on live. Oh boy. I knew if I pulled that one through I was gonna have problems. Um, and nope, I do not like them. We do not have a basement. I get all so I like it when the hi Dora, I'm doing good. If you we made it. Been working to help Mama get to 1900 and we made it tonight. Now hopefully it will stick. That's what I'm hoping it will do. Are you gonna go through? No, you're not. And I've got a knot that I'm trying to slowly not make worse. I'm letting everybody see the fountain. If anybody hasn't hit that subscribe button yet, hit it so we've got a little cushion. Yep. Because I have a goal to get to 2K before, get Mama's channel up to 2K before the end of the year. I think we're doing it. I think we're getting more engagement. And again, Dora, if you just came in, if you hit hashtag blessed, people can go check your channel out. She has an awesome channel, guys. She really does. And awesome channel, awesome girl. I want to come. I'll take them. I'm glad to see my Tuber Chat family. I love it when they come in. Love it, love it, love it, love it, love it. And so if you put hashtag blessed, people can connect with you. We're doing it when we're doing these connecting, rocking, and chatting. And when you see myself on that rocking chair with them sunglasses, sunflower sunglasses logo, you'll know that the feature is turned on for you guys to do that. And it will always be pinned to the comment on the top. That way I can remove it. Hi, Carol. How are you? Thank you for coming over. We have a celebration to some degree. I just looked. 1900. Yay! So we're going to party. We're going to party. I'm trying to not take away from the view of the fountain. So we made it. And if y'all haven't checked out Blessings Through Connection, please check it out. Hi, A Simple Family Lifestyle. How are you? We turned on the feature for you guys to connect with each other by putting your links in. We just ask that you come in, make some connection, and when you go over and connect with their channel, do it the correct way. Leave a comment, make all the really good connections. Somebody's playing the drums over there or something. And it's hashtag blessed. Or they're letting out fireworks or something like that. Something's happening. They're rocking and rolling over there. So let's just make sure I'm giving the hashtag blessed so that you guys can, it's my crochet hook to you. Because these really become connecting. And I thought, I've got a crochet hook, but I can give you all a crochet hook. Right? Just make them correctly. Hi, Canadian Family Life. How are ya? We're crocheting in the dark, or I'm trying to. Hi, Pete. How are you doing? We turned on the feature when we do these rockin', crocheting, and chatting. We turn on the feature for everybody to be able to put in their links so that people can connect with each other. That's our way of passing on the crochet hook to you. So you can put hashtag blessed. We just asked it, of course, what we're taught in Tuber Chat that Kevin says, go over, watch 3 minutes worth of shorts, or 3 minute, at least a 3-minute video. Some of their shorts, make the connection, put the comments in, do all that kind of stuff. make them properly, make those connections really stick. So we just ask that you do that. So if you see that we're doing a rockin', crocheting, and connecting, that means it's a place for you guys to connect so that you guys can find each other. And you will see, of course, we did a logo with me sitting in a rocking chair with the sunflower sunglasses. So if you see that, the feature is on. We just hope that when the feature is off, you still all support us. Well, thank you very much. Okay, that's fine. We're gonna be out here probably for another half an hour. And then Alfonso will be on, so we'll go over and help him. Teeth Arian. But I'm loving it. I'm just day 6 for me. I've done half things I need. Well, that's good. Once I get going, I'm fine. And if you all haven't checked out, I did I did it with Tommy. His name is Tommy Kenyon. I did a live with him today. He opened StreamYard. Yeah, it's getting dark, but the fountain's beautiful. And that way you about Canva. So if you guys are kind of like really intimidated by Canva, go and watch that because it was a lot of people said, and my husband was even like, you know what? I even want to go look at Canva because you broke it down in such a way that it made it easy to understand. And I also gave some people some resources that they could do. So go check it out for sure. Absolutely 100%. And I'm gonna try tomorrow. I've got a live scheduled for a drive to church. We will see what happens with the internet. Thank you again, Kevin. I appreciate it so much. And if you guys haven't checked out the live, I know it's like a 3-hour live from last night. It was a really good live. And can somebody drop one of my mods drop hash or not hash explanation point tuber so that if you guys haven't checked out Tuber Chat, please go ahead and check him out, especially if you're trying to grow a channel. Great connection. And you can also drop in hashtag are you locked in, my mods? Yes. Hi, Chocolate Drop. How are you? Because that's another place you guys can really, yeah. Carol, you won't be able to use that. My mods are the only one. You guys can use the hashtag blessed. My mods have the ability to drop the other links. Exclamation point tuber. And then my mods can also do hashtag are you locked in? That's Chip's channel if you're not connected with it. You guys have hashtag blessed. If you see any, hi Hannah, if you see any of the comments that, if you see anything that has an exclamation point, that's only for my mods. Hi Susan, welcome back. No, hashtag blessed for you guys. That's the only command that for you. The ones that have an exclamation point, those are for my moderators. And the only other one that is separate from that for them to use is hashtag are you locked in. You guys have hashtag blessed. That will put in your link so that people can make the connections. Let's just make them strong connections. And we got to 1900. So just check and make sure that you're connected with us so we can make sure that that 1900 sticks. I'd appreciate it. I love seeing all this, you guys using your crochet hooks. I love it. You're using your crochet hooks in your in the chat, and hopefully you're making some awesome connections. And I love it. I love it. I love it. I love seeing it. Hi, hey Jays. Hey, hey Ways. Hey Jay Ways. Hopefully I said it right. I try, guys. Y'all know old brain. Sometimes the words don't always come out right. I try though. I give it a try. If you haven't hit our connection button or our subscribe button, hit it because we got to 1900, but we would sure like to make sure that 1900 sticks. And Kevin, thank you for telling us about the hype tool because I would not have known about it. Y'all, that hype tool is really cool. We did an experiment on the Are You Locked In? I was on their magazine and I was on their live. And they did, I had people hype that video. And overnight, it went from 77. It didn't change our numbers, but it went from 77 to 98 views. So, and it had like 52,000 hype points. So, y'all need to let your communities know about it. If you haven't familiar with it yet, you go ahead and you just, in the comment section, and you go left and you'll see hype. And you can hype anybody's video. You get 3 a week to do. So that's a great way to just tell your content creator, hey, I like what you're doing, right? Like what you're doing. But we're going to do this in the winter. When it comes to winter, I will put okay, well, thank you, Susan from Australia. I'm going to have to check you out and make sure I'm connected. Guys, after this live is over, it's a good idea, too, because we're doing this, to put a comment in. And then that way people that, you know, were in here that would like to connect with you, they can connect. If they miss the live or something, they can find you. It's your digital footprint. For sure, for sure. But we'll do the green screen when we do, when it starts getting too cold. I love y'all, but I'm not going to be out here in the freezing degree weather. Um, sure glad I ate my soup before I finished my soup while I was out here because I'd have been hungry. I had chicken dumpling soup. It was so good. It was delicious, delicious, delicious. So does anybody have any plans for Labor Day? I don't think I got this right. Did I? No, something happened. Oh, I see what I did. So far for doing it in the dark, right? I'm like, something doesn't look right. Does anybody know, or what is everybody doing for Labor Day? We're probably just going to stay home and take it easy. My grandfather used to say. You're just resting? Yeah. We may do this on Labor Day because there may be some people that are not going anyplace. So maybe we'll do a rockin' and chat. And I'm trying to do them for a little bit because it's going to get cold. And then, you know, in December, we come live every day. So we're going to do kind of a mixture of topics and so forth, but we come live every day. I'm working on and then hopefully resting. Yep. But I may come out and do another rockin' chat and whatever for people that maybe can't go out or choosing not to go out that day and need to have the connection. So we'll probably do something, but I'll try to do it earlier. The problem is that I had Tommy's channel. I got done with him at like almost like 5:45. And then I had to finish dinner up. And then once I finished dinner up, I had to come out here. And by the time I just got everything ready in the pan for the, you know, mom helped me to finish everything up, it was like 7:30. And so I'm glad I stayed on because then the Chuber Chat family came and saw me. love it. A lot of people tell me I should have a hike. Well, you should hike. Yeah. Well, I have not been able to do much hiking. My hiking days are over with. If this sciatic nerve would fix itself, I'd be really happy, but it's really stopped me past couple weeks. And I have such a loving husband, but last night I couldn't help it. I turn I was on my side and I turned over, and it's such a shooting pain that goes down my leg that when you're asleep, you're not expecting to turn over and go, it literally just wakes you up. It wakes me up and then I can't go back to sleep right away. And so I was laying on my side and I went to turn over and I literally just, I started, I just screamed and he's like, "Are you okay?" And he wakes up and then he's trying to help me and horrible. Oh my goodness. I'm telling you, chocolate. I've just about had it. My mornings now they're so unfun. My mornings as a whole don't do well because I'm a fibromyalgia patient. But I'm telling you, it's pushing me. I mean, there's a lot of times in the morning lately I cannot walk, and then it just depends how my day is gonna go. And I hate it because I don't want to wake him up. But then when you're in a dead sleep and you turn over and you're not expecting it, oh my goodness. You just can't help it. So I've had to learn new ways to get out of bed so that, or if I'm going to roll over, I literally now have to, if I'm on my, if I'm a side sleeper. So if I'm on my left side, which is the side that's bothering me, if I'm on my left side, if I'm going to turn over, if I start turning over and I feel it, I have to literally get up. Like like I have to get up and sit up on the bed and then turn over instead of trying to make myself turn over. It's ridiculous. I'm over it. I'm done. I have done everything that can do other than oh, and I have it set for tomorrow. I'm hoping I can go to church, but mornings have not been nice. I did something to it to aggravate the dickens out of it. I don't know what I did, but I can tell you where it can go. Believe me, I've about had it with it. No, I'm not going to be able to see one another. Oh, it's awful. I've asked people to tell me what the sciatic nerve does. And actually, again, if y'all want to drop your link, it's hashtag blessed. And I did the reason, just so everybody knows, the reason I did it the way I did it is because I wanted the hashtag, because for my mods, that way people are hopefully not going to get confused. So that way, if they see an explanation point in front of a command, you know, like my link tree is hashtag link, they'll know that any of the explanation points are just for my mods or for us. And the only other hashtag, and the reason why I kept chips as a hashtag is because that'll help the algorithm. But that way you guys know that you're hashtag blessed. And then that way you guys can drop your links and connect with each other. But I finally had one of Josh's. Josh is going to physical therapy for his shoulder. Finally had a physical therapist tell me, because I said, I've asked every doctor what a sciatic nerve does, and they said, yep, it's just a bunch of nerve endings. So all the nerves are like it's a big ball of nerves, and it like has little tangents to go down to um little tangents to go. I'm in Ohio, so I'm not far from where I live, and we have a beautiful fountain. So beautiful in the day. It's just I'll come out on Monday too for those people that are home that can't get out that want to connect on Monday. But and then what happens is it's like a ball of nerves, and then the tentacles come down and it goes to other parts of your body and helps you walk. And don't you love it when the doctors sit there and they tell you, yep, in order to make it better, just keep walking, right? No, I'm not in my car. I'm in a rocking chair. We're rocking. I'm in my portable rocking chair I got last year for my anniversary. And it's a little gazebo we have near where we live. And then there's a beautiful fountain there. So we're going to do these. And then during the winter time, when I cannot come out because, yeah, it's dark, I know. The winter time when we cannot come out because it is either somebody's lighting fireworks or they're having fun with Jeremy. It's hashtag blessed. You guys are the hashtag blessed crew. In the winter when we come out, we can't come out because it's snow. I will go ahead and use the green screen. Let me see what I can do. Like that. But it'll be better because I won't be in the dark. So in the winter, when I can't come out here because it's snowing and it's 20-degree weather, I will put on something like this. And we'll still do the rocking, crocheting, and chatting. But we're also gonna, I don't want to stop doing, I'm gonna get this off now. I don't want to stop like doing other topics. I want to still do other topics, guys, because they're important. Talking about, I'd love to have more people on that can talk to people about, dealing with special needs children and service dogs and other topics. They're important. So when we do those kind of things, we probably won't have the availability for you guys to put hashtag bless, but my mods are really good. I have some amazing mods, and I've added some mods recently that know if you're interacting in the chat and they see that, even when the command isn't on, they're going to drop your link. And it's not automatic that you're going to get anything from that. It just means that it's there. If people want to go check it out real quick, they can. I'd encourage anybody. This is what I would do. If you're trying to grow your channel and make those connections, and you come into chats like this, or you come into places where they drop your link, or they drop somebody else's link, take a moment, make yourself a playlist, like Tuber Chat tells us to do. Make yourself a playlist. Go, if somebody's link is dropped, go over to their link, put a video in or a short. Don't subscribe right away, okay? In that playlist. And then when you're done for the day, right? Go watch that and make the connections the correct way. Thank you very much, Chocolate, for stopping on in. Engagement is always key. I want people to think about it this way. When you go to before we had ring cams, and I said this at the very beginning of the live, when we had ring cams, before we had them, right? And somebody knocked at the door. You didn't know they were there. They didn't know they stopped by. Unless they left a note and said, hey, I stopped by. Sorry I missed you. I'll give you a call, da 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 da, right? They may have left some kind of note to let you know they were there or call you And before we even had cell phones, they'd have to like text you, or not text you, but they'd have to call you and leave on your voicemail, so that you didn't even know you stopped by till you listened to your voicemail at home, right? So if you leave, and if you're on your way out and want to leave hashtag blessed so people can connect with you, go ahead and do that. And so then now we have ring cams. We know if people come to the door, but if you go to somebody's channel, look at the subscribe button, but change it in your head to the connection button, because you are making a connection. I am not connected to Netflix, Hulu, and all those places that I subscribe to, right? I'm connected to communities within our chat. We are growing a community. We're not growing an audience. So if you change it in your head to the connection button, not the subscribe button. I know that's what YouTube has it, but change it in your head. You are making those connections. If you go to that channel and hit that subscribe button and leave, it's like leaving. It's like before the ring doorbells, knocking on the door and saying, "I'm here," because that's your knock, and then leaving. Before ring doorbells, they didn't know you arrived. And some people don't even have those still, right? They don't have the cameras at the door. They don't know you've stopped by unless you tell them. So when you go to a channel and leave your mark, you leave your footprint there, you leave your connection mark, now people know, hey, so and so has stopped by. Because I can tell you, there are so many notifications we get on YouTube. If people subscribe to our channel, we appreciate it. They've made a connection. We appreciate it tremendously. But there's a lot of times I miss it within the notifications. But if somebody has connected with us and they leave a comment on a video or a short or something, or like when we do a live, they come back and make a comment, then when I go and make comments, or my mom goes and make comments, we go check their channel out and we say, hey, thank you for stopping by, keep the connection going, and we check out some of their stuff. You're leaving your digital footprint. It does not mean that somebody is going to automatically connect with you. They may choose to do that. But there's other people that are going to stop by that channel and say, hey, let me check out the other people within the comments. And you may get somebody from somebody else. I found Tuber Chat from, it was Pam's Crafty Nook or something like that. I found it from her channel. I wouldn't have found it any other way. I found Are You Locked In from Tuber Chat. So just think about in that way, change it in your head. I guarantee you it's going to change how you're going to look at YouTube. And guys, if anybody's sitting there going, I can't do a YouTube channel, there are 150 million. Get this, think about it, 150 million YouTube channels. 3 million of them are monetized. And I don't care if there's 150 million crochet channels. There's only one Blessed to Crochet. And there may be more Blessed to Crochet, but there's only one of me and one of my mom. There can't be another YouTube channel like this one, because there's not another one of me. There's not another one of my mom. There's not another one of Hannah or Chocolate Drop or Sandy Wandy or anybody, Pete and all of them, Tuber Chat. There's only one of you. You can't be anybody else. Don't try to be anybody else. It's too exhausting. If somebody wants you to be somebody else, you need to say hi and bye real quick, right? You need to say, you know what? I'm thank you, but no. I think that's the moon. Yep, that's the moon. That little dot up there is the moon. You know, if they want you to change or be somebody else, nah, don't work like that. I'm going to be who I am. Is there areas of improvement? Yes. Am I always going to get things correct, or is things going to come out the correct way? Or sometimes I have squirrely moments, or I may say the wrong person's name and it's not intentional, but I have dyslexia. And that's something I struggle with. And but I'm still me. I can't be anybody else. Wasn't supposed to be anybody else. My mother could not do what I do here, right? She couldn't do it. She's told me that. I don't know how you do it. She wasn't designed that way. I'm like my dad. I can talk hours and I can talk to anybody. So, and where I sunburned my knees, they're itching. They got done with burning. Now they're itching because they're starting to peel. But anyway, I'm going to get off here because I'm getting chilled. And Alfonso's coming on. Can you, Sandy, drop exclamation point music? And then I'm telling you, I've been so busy with making all them wonderful connections today. Yes, I love it. Like we say, I'm going to come out with a shirt. I promise. I got it in my head. I just got to figure it out. Be proud of being yourself because everyone else is taken. We're going to come out with a shirt. I want that shirt. There's got to be so many fireworks with the 4th of July because I'm hearing them. Not 4th of July. Ooh, Labor Day. Coming up, boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. But anyway, guys, I want you guys to know how special you are to us. We wouldn't have gotten even past the first 1,000 without you all. We wouldn't have gotten to 1,900 if you haven't hit that subscribe button, connection button. Please do. But if Sandy can, if you can type exclamation point music, it will give them Alfonso's. If you haven't checked him out, please do. I will be getting inside and hopping on there. And I told him it cannot be long tonight because this girl is tired. It's been a busy day. It's been a good day. All I've kept my mind off the fact that my sciatic nerve wants to be a pain in the butt. There's no other way to put it. And I'm going to be this goofy girl that's going to stand proud and tall. And I hope that I can encourage everybody to be their goofy self. Hey, that's a shirt. Just be your goofy self. I love it. What do you think? Think I need a shirt like that? Just be your goofy self. I love it. I'll have to figure out something because that's a shirt. So anyway, I'll talk to you all later. I'll see you over at Alfonso's. Remember to be proud of being yourself. Everyone else is taken. Keep crocheting that connection. No crochet hook is required. If you would like to put in hashtag blessed one more time before we head out, that way it'll be on there. And then remember, we have you covered. Thank you so much for having us covered. And we'll see you over at Alfonso's. We'll hopefully see you for a little bit on the way. I don't know what that sound was. On the way to church tomorrow. We'll certainly give it a ring-a-ding-ding. All I can promise you all is a ring-a-ding-ding, right? And I love each and every one of you. And we had something to celebrate tonight, didn't we? It was kind of fitting that Tuber Chat rated us tonight. That was unexpected. Yep, there's fireworks going off someplace. There's fireworks. I hear them. But I didn't know about it, but it's someplace. So anyway, we'll see you over at Alfonso's. It'll take me a few minutes to get in the house, and I've got to call Mama and let her know that I'm coming so that she can secure the mochas. Love y'all. Have a great night and keep rocking it. Be yourself. Everyone else is taken. Love y'all. Talk to y'all later. Bye, everybody.